Alright, welcome back. We're going to be in Enshrouded again. We are still on PRW, which is Public Resource World, and we are going to work on upgrading it, renovating it, getting it ready for Update 6. Sorry it took me a little bit to get on today. I was having some weird audio issues, but I think I've got them fixed now. Hopefully we got them fixed now. I mean, I can hear stuff, so something's working. That's so weird how it does that. I need to fix that. This is his temple block. Temple floor, I think. Let's see if we could fix this. Hi, kitty. Kitty. So, take that and that. So it must be the floor below it is missing blocks behind it. Yes, new twist shops unlocked. Cool. Alright, so that fixed that. There was blocks missing behind. What was that? I saw something behind me wigging out. Nah, I don't know what happened. Alright, let's go get some boxes. I did get on earlier and did a little bit of the dupe. The dupin? Coupons? Dupin the coupons. Alright. We need boxes, and I did lots. Doggo. Alright, let's start doing this. Yeah, I think that's how I want it. Alright, that works. So will give us quite a nice amount. For more of our cosmetics. There we go. Quite a bit more for cosmetics. Very nice indeed. Now we need to finish this floor over here. Let's put the extra boxes right here. Why not? Oh yeah, I also realized I messed up. I can't have that wall. I need to put another wall because there have to be boxes sunk into that wall. And I can't have boxes sinking into a single wall because they'll stick out through the back. And you'll see the back in here. So I need to add another one. Oops, we'll get that fixed. It's a whole thing, folks. When you're doing all this to Public Resource World, it's a lot of work. A lot of things to take into account when you're building like this. Alright. Takes care of that. See, why? What is it doing? That's so odd. All these random spots. 1 second. All these random spots that I can't clear for... Hey, there it goes. Right there. All right. We got it. Nope. Sort of got it. Nope. What are we doing here? What's going on? What the hell? It's so weird. Come from the side, maybe? Yeah. Okay, so I can come from the side, but not the front. Yeah, that makes sense. Ooh, ooh. No, too far. I was like, can I get it that way? But I still have that little bit of rock over there that I couldn't get yesterday. Let's see. Okay. The armory for all of the armor is going to be quite impressive indeed. Meow meow. Where you at, meow meow? I hear pitter patter. They must be above me. Alright, so this needs... I don't know. Which one's this? That is Desert City. Nope. Yep. Okay. So let's get Desert City out. Okay, dang it. You know. Did you just get yourself stuck there? You little silly goose. What's up, Darko? Come here, I will rescue you. Alright, stop getting stuck right there. Let's go upstairs. The cat keeps getting stuck right there. I need to fix that spot. We are doing some renovation to PRW, so that in preps for update 6 that will be out next month. Don't know when next month, but sometime next month. So I'm expanding. Right, that's going to be stairs up. Yep. Yep, okay. Da, da, da. So I don't know that I'll have a new series, like where I do, because those old episodics that I did, the long form that I did on YouTube, where it was just like 1 hour. I think I later had to bring it down to like 45 minutes because just how large the file was. They did terrible, like awful. Like I have some from almost 2 years ago, over a year and a half ago, that to this day still only have like 17 views. However, Joni and I may very well do a stream, like we did for co-op, but for 1.0. Now it probably won't be like right away, But at some point, we'll probably do something like that. Let's see. We need... which one's this? Desert Temple. Okay. I don't know the when exactly. I don't think it's going to be right when it comes out because I don't know time-wise that both of us have the time to do it at the moment it comes out, you know? But, nope, that didn't work. Ah, dang it. It's two different materials. But yeah, we'll definitely... we'll get something going. Okay, so... Pupperonis! What's up, puppers? Let's get you some scritches. Alright, so that works. Now, let's get back to this. It would be great if they could let me be to build, but they always want Papa's attention as soon as he's doing something else. Let's see, that comes up to the edge. Okay. That. Oh, too wide. But why is that? Is this side narrower? No. I mean, this is too large here, so we'll fix this. Alright, so this is too large by 2 blocks, it looks like. 3 blocks, okay. You can't get to me because I am hiding from you. Alright, so that should be... That doesn't look right. What the hell? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. It is the same. It may not look the same, but it is. Okay, whatever. So then we gotta go back. Yeah, what is going on with this? That's in a straight line. Oh, I know what's going on with this. This is literally wider than that section right there. Okay, fine. That's fine. So now I need this, back up to that, and go to that. Yeah, go ahead. Test away. I have been avoiding 1.0 beta test only because I'm so burnt out on starting over again and again and again and again that that's the only reason I haven't been doing the beta tests. But spoilers don't bother me. Not at all. Assuming you're speaking on Forever Skies. Okay, does that look the same? Sure does. Okay, very good. Alright, so this is going to be... Let's go back to this type, and we need... Then we need... that. Alright, so that's the stairs on both sides. And that's correct on both sides. Okay, which one's this? Refined. We built engines inside the ship. I had a scrapwing phase through the ship and get inside. Really? Now, here's the question. Is that a glitch, or did FFH do that on purpose because they knew we figured out a way to get around their scrapwing as a problem and decided, oh, really? Well, watch this. You know what I mean? Like, did they do that on purpose to mess with us? Not like in a bad way, obviously, but to like, no, you're not getting away from our little scrapwing friend. We're gonna get ya. What the hell just happened there? Oh, there we go. Fixed it. Okay, good. Now, I mean, it literally could have just been a glitch. I mean, that is 100% possible. Why is that little bit right there doing that? Here. There it was. Figured it out. Okay, kitty. Kitty gets scritches. So, out of curiosity, did they actually increase the severity of them? Because that was the whole comment that Greg had made. Let's see. What did he make it on? Discord or a Reddit post. I don't remember. And someone was talking about the scrapwings, and he said, well, it must have been Discord. He said, well, right now they're basically only half implemented, and they're going to be much more of a problem later on, which in the trailer we had seen for them originally, it showed them actually ripping a whole room off. And it makes me curious if the 1.0 does have them become more aggressive to where they can rip whole ass rooms off instead of just like they have been where, oh, well, it might take a piece of equipment with it kind of thing. Just curious if that has been done. Okay, I need to fix that too. Alright, I need 2 boxes. What's up, Bad Manners? Things are going. We've got an update 6 teaser yesterday. And so last night I jumped in, and today I'm continuing to work on the renovation of PRW. And so it is fully ready and capable for whatever update 6 throws at us. You know, it's interesting, and I think a little poetic that I pegged it exactly correct. Now, I didn't guess on when it was coming, so May is cool. But I guessed it was the underground cities. Now, cities is a relative term. Citadels, underground, it's expanded shroud and more enemies, so that's kind of the same thing. And then I said that it would not be water because some people are like, oh, we think it's going to be water, or oh, we think it's going to be the player-driven quests. I'm like, I think it's going to be the underground city stuff, and they're going to call it Update 6. Because some people were thinking the player quest thing was just going to be like a minor update. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be this thing, and I was right. I'm pretty happy about that. Nice. Alright, so that got fixed. Perfect. Now, let's get you guys set up. Let's see. 1. Hey, stop falling off. Yeah, this is just public PRW. This one's been around for a long time. I have been the current caretaker for a long time. And, yep, that's going to push it straight through the wall. I need to fix that. So that's 1, 2, and then that one. And it won't let me because there's something in the way. Something on the wall, probably. No, it's just being an ass. Oh, perfect. I love it when it's just being a jerk to be a jerk. Make it make sense. Come on, Keen. I can do that one, but I can't do that one. None of that makes any sense. Oh, but I can do them individually. Yep, that makes perfect sense. Oh, whatever. Now, I need to fix all this. Let's get the thing out. La-da-da. Who's this? Valerie the Bard. And Blacksmith. Bard and Blacksmith. Alright, so we gotta remember that. Let's go up here to Castle Stone Block. Drop to this. Hoopa Chachupa. And Dunzo. Summoning staff. No, no, no. Okay, good. Alright, bed occupied. Perfect. That was weird. I thought it was going to summon him here. I'd have to go put him back. Okay, now they're done. Put this back up. Find a happy place for this. It works. Still need to get another bed in here. But now the holes don't go all the way through. Perfect. I need... Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, don't have enough. One more. I'm hoping to get all of the lower armory, the rest of this done today. We're going to push that wall back. We're going to push that wall back. And the sunken crypt section, I'm going to add another container on both sides to this. All I really need to do is just spread it out a little bit and add one more container. so that we have more stuff, because it will be the shroud, so we could get more like prison and skeleton and bones and I don't know, nasty gnarly stuff. So I figure we can try to expand that a little bit too. I don't know if I'll get to the square today. Square is going to be a... Oh. Glenwood's Inn, that's not a small build, man. Especially after the reno. That's a large place. But at least you know they probably won't touch it again. I don't know about ever, but not for some time. You already got your scritches, mister. Sir barks a lot. Okay, if I'm going to do this, I really should... Because I need to move them all. They all need to be moved down. I still got to figure out why I can't get that. Oh, there's a block there. I wonder if I can get... That is Desert City. Nice. Shit, I'll do it if I can do it one at a time. As long as I can get that damn block out of there, I don't care. It literally won't let me do it with the big block. This throwing me off is the large tower at the top now because it was caused there's nothing to go off. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, I mean, creative license at that point, I would say. You know, you have ideas of how it's all supposed to look. And then you just use creative license to... Instead of you're trying to replicate it as if it were brand new without Keen's distressing it, you are instead rebuilding what based off of like kind or something like that. I don't know the word I would be using. Got to get those creative juices going. Alright, so that gives us that, and then this one is the lowest at 8, right? Yes. So this is going to be this one. You turd. Meow meow. Alright, get those going. Now we need these. Do I put on that side? Yeah, I did. Meow. Let's just do no corner. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's fine. Right there. Okay, that'll work. Very nice. So now we'll have your food's upstairs. You know where to get it. God, they're just like real pets. You're trying to work and they're just pestering you and constantly wanting you to pet them or feed them. They know where their bowl is. They know where the food is. But no, you have to come show them and give it because, you know, you're the king of the pack or pack. Yeah, pack. Or whatever. I just find it silly. Okay. So this needs to come back, and this is what? Desert sandstone, maybe? Mixed sandstone. Okay. I do not have any of those with me. This is about to start to look like that one tomb they found, Mongolia, maybe? Where, it was a whole bunch of like right on the border with China, a whole bunch. God, what is that? What was that one called? They got a name for it. I can't think of it. Where it had a whole bunch of clay soldiers down there, terracotta soldiers, something like that. Mixed sandstone. All right. Terracotta army. That sounds right. Okay, what's going on with this? Is that supposed to be? Yeah, it's only one wide, so that's right. Okay. Yep, and then I just put it on both sides. That's right. Okay. Whoa, that's not what I meant to do. So that'll give us 6 more for, and we already have 2 open for Ranger. So we'll have 8 open for Ranger. I don't think we're getting 8 sets, if we get any sets, to be fair. But I highly doubt we get 8. And we'll have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra for melee, but I'm going to push that wall back and make it 8. We currently have 8 extra. No, we don't have 8. We have 7. 7 extra for mage, but I still have 2 empty, so that's 9, and I'm pushing that back to make it 10. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 for costume. So yeah, that'll certainly increase the capability of the armory. I gotta see if I can do another one of those, because I can't raise this level anymore. That ceiling is right there. That's 1 block from the outside. This bit right there. It's 1 block from the outside. So I cannot touch that, which means I can't do this cool coffered ceiling. I could look. I might be able to. Let me look, because I know where that is. That's right in front of the doorstep. It's this right here. And then it steps up right after that. So I might be able to do this the way I want to do it. Have that coffered ceiling. Because I do like it. It is nice looking. This thing. And then make another light block about right here. And then we gotta get the pendants all around. I gotta move all that. I can do all that off screen. I don't need to bore people with moving all these. Gotta move them all down. But now we've got the space. Whether I do that under the stairs to make one more, maybe I'll do that the next time, because that's a lot of work for one more space, one more chest. Just blowing through that to get a little deeper than that is right there. All right, let's move these guys. All alchemist, perfect. Next. I'm really hoping that I'm correct in my guess on... I think that we're going to get a new set for each. I'm guessing that we'll get a new set for each, and that the new set for each will be bonus to Shroud Timer and possibly Shroud Damage Reduction, because we're going to be spending a lot of extra time in the Shroud. And unless they want to put in a ton of safe zones all over the place, we're going to, like, well, I would say there's a ton of them in the Hollow Halls, but we're going to need respite from it, especially if we're down there fighting, you know, these big, whatever the hell that thing was, sandworm, slug, monster, and all the other things. We're going to need to have more Shroud Timer. Yeah, there's some in, you can get like 17 minutes, or maybe it's 21 minutes with 2 talents plus the 4-minute potion, but still, we might need 30, 40 minutes more maybe. So I have a feeling that's what's going to be. Now, what would be cool, we talked about this yesterday. Imagine, so think of like The Last of Us, the clickers, the way they look, and now imagine a set of gear that is kind of like that, because the Shroud denizens are kind of messed up like that. They got fungi growing on them and stuff. But imagine 3 sets, right? So we get a level, is this one it? It doesn't tell me. So we get, wait, what's this tell me? Yeah, level 13. So we get a level 13, a level 23, and then a level 33. Because I want to say 33 is the current cap for the gear. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah. So, and it increases. So similar, right? Like each, they're called something similar, but each one is a progression up. So like the level 13 one, because I don't think it's going to be just here, there, and it's maybe this. I don't remember the other spot. There's another spot, or it's, I think this right here by Surt's Rest. There's several locations where it has the underground stuff. Like this one, I think, is the one that has the underground citadel. And I don't think there's going to be a level cap increase. Like, I don't think that update 6 is going to give us level 40 or level 45 or anything. Which, fine, that's, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. They could wait till the next big, which might be 1.0 or maybe, for another level crap increase if they want. But it would be cool. You start out with like a low level-ish mid-range, level 13, and it's got some of the bonuses. Obviously, they're much weaker at that level. And then as you're going along, you upgrade to the level 23 versions, right? Like these guys are. Or 25, 23, 25, whatever. And then as you're going along, again, you upgrade to the level 33 versions. And each time it changes just a little bit. It's all the same basic set, but it just gets stronger each time. So maybe it gets more whacked out, like more growths on the head. Gets to the point where you can't see, your whole head is covered with growths and stuff like that as it gets to the high level one. I think that'd be neat. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I think that would be neat if they did that. All right, let's put that there. So we got our things there. I can't go get the boxes because I have to physically dupe to get more boxes. So we're not going to do that right now. Okay, so this is built and it's ready. Minus getting some duping to get more boxes, bringing all the mannequins down. That will be ready for a whole lot more, way more than just update 6. I need a bed for this one in case we get another person. I know. I mean, we have F to get this mode, which helps dramatically. But yeah, yeah, you're not wrong about that. All right, I'm just gonna put all these up for now, and let us do okay. So we added 6 there. But so far, that's all we added. We definitely need to go this direction and possibly that direction. But before we do all that, I kind of want to just do, let's see. Let's grab 2 boxes. Oh, I'm sure they have a flight mode. I would almost guarantee it. Like, I don't even have to think about that to know that their dev tools give them options that we don't have. And that's kind of the thing when you talk about things like some form of a creative mode. That's really what we're talking about when you say creative mode. You're talking about having the ability to... Here, let's just do all this. Having the ability to... just go 1 each. I think that'll be fine. To use what the devs use to build with, but in the game as a player. Now, maybe not all-encompassing, but close. And I figured that was going to happen. I hate wheat. Wheat is such a pain in the butt when it comes to the hitbox. Trying to do anything else around wheat is just a nightmare. Nope, not F. X. I don't know that I love that. Maybe. I don't know if I want these sticking out. Let's not. Ooh. Okay, I guess I'm going to do these by hand then. The devs have said they're not against it. The problem is you have the proprietary engine, which is going to make it tough. And I don't know what they can do about that specifically. I don't care about this. Go away. What is that? Weathered up. Should keep some just in case. I don't know exactly what they do about that, because that's certainly something that everybody wants. And there is Builder's Companion, but if, and this is a big if, whenever creative mode comes, if creative mode is based off of, in any way, the Builder's Companion, I think everybody's going to be blown away with what will be possible. And I don't know that mods will be necessary at that point, because we're also getting the ability to share worlds more so than here's these save files. Okay, how does it work? Well, do you have cloud saves on or do you have cloud saves off? Okay, well, here on this one you do this way, and on that one you do that way. What if I want to turn cloud saves back on when I turn them off? And you're just like, kill me. And trust me when I say the devs know. They know that the current save system sucks. But it was that stopgap measure to make it work so that people stop losing their progress. And I get it. I don't begrudge them specifically, but yeah, the current save system is garbage. However, it's garbage that doesn't lose your progress. And so I don't know what, I can't fault them that much because people were literally losing their game saves. And now they're much less likely to do so. Whatever. Good's enough. But yeah, if you add creative mode and world sharing, you almost, well, let me rephrase that. If creative mode is anything like the Builder's Companion, then we almost don't need mods because the creative mode is basically a super mod all in of itself. The only drawback is I watch the channel quite regularly, and it seems like creative mode, there's problems. It causes problems with the game on a fairly regular basis. Both the other main PRWs who used creative mode quite extensively both ended up having pretty hefty problems that they couldn't solve. One of them to the point that, which one is it? Fort Resources. He had to, I don't know if it's been fully abandoned at this point, but he had to junk it because it got so messed up. And he heavily used the Builder's Companion in his. Now, is the Builder's Companion the only thing that was at fault? I don't know. He also did that thing where he, let's see, he had chests that held like 100 rows or something. So that certainly could have played a very heavy portion in, let's see. It'd still be fine. In causing a problem with the saves. Hard to say, until you actually dig through it all, what really happened. Excuse me, what really happened. That's why I've also kept PRW completely free of mods or Builder's Companion just in case. If it's at all possible that it's caused people any kind of issues, I don't want it on PRW. Alright, let's put this in here. What I would like to see, and I have yet to get this kind of level of response, I would like to see an answer from the devs. I ask this question fairly regularly. Now, regular is a relative term. It's not like I ask it every other day or anything. But every month or couple of months, I ask if anybody has done any kind of testing that validates any truths in, okay, what specifically causes FPS issues on multiplayer servers, because we know that the magic container does. And because every time you click on a workstation or you click on your building menu or you go to an NPC to craft anything, the game immediately parses all inventory within the Flame Shrine. So anything that it can, which is your own plus all magic containers, it parses everything. And so that, of course, lags the game down. So I have gone to great lengths to remove as many of the magic containers as I possibly could, but you need magic containers if you're going to build from containers. You just don't need them for stuff like this. Like, these aren't ingredients to build anything, so there's no point in having these in magic containers. Cooked food is not. Now, some of these are. Those are not. They're all cooked. Those are cooked. But like water is, and I have water in 2 different places for that reason. Yeah, I have water downstairs as well, and the cooked penny bun is now part of it too. So stuff like that, I do have it in a magic container downstairs. Alright, so now we've got the crypt section done. We have the lower armory done, minus me finishing a little bit of placement, but we've got it expanded. Should I do this anymore? Let me look here. Nah, I think that's good. It gives us 6 more for melee. We've got this, minus, these are all reset so that the NPCs are set to it. I need 1 more. And then I just need to go that way and this way. So, let's get some, these are going to be magic. This is the lengths I go to keep all these boxes in as close to the same position as possible so that when it comes out of a renovation, everybody knows where the thing was that they sought out before. I make sure that they're in as close to the same box in the same position, even if I expand something, as it was before. It's a lot of work. And we still, every time PRW changes, it's like 2 weeks. Where's this? Where's that? I'm like, my brother in Christ, just look. Use your eyes. There's physical cues, visual cues for almost everything. Some of these things haven't changed since back when Crazy Loon built it. Like, it's in the same box as when he built it, in some cases. No, sir. Alright, so let's put these... Since I grabbed from there anyway, just put them right in there. Alright, this one's going to have to go... Yep, put that in there. Nice. I like it when they're full because it moves very easily. That's something I really want to see. So, I want to see us, I don't care if it's an extra large backpack, give us this last row so we can move an entire huge container in one shot. Having to do it twice is kind of silly. I mean, yeah, maybe they have to change the UI just a little bit, but not really. I think it would fit down here just fine, even if they got rid of that line or made it thinner or something. I think it would reasonably fit. It would make my life way easier. Shame it's not a rejuvenating world, so it's endless after the owner has added stuff. That way, when I've run out of something, I don't have to swap the save file out. Dark Crow starter experience. It's gotten a little better. I feel like it's a little punishing in the first couple of levels, up through like say level 5. The combat is ultra simple. It's like just keep clicking left button, left mouse button, essentially, and it auto targets each enemy from enemy to enemy. Essentially, it's not complex. This is no Dark Souls, not even close. As far as the game doesn't really hold your hand. There are quests, there are quest markers. It does send you to places, so it's not like you have to really pay attention to what the quest giver says to go to a certain spot, things like that. However, it also sometimes sends you to just a vague location, and that can be a pain, especially in the game when you're used to it giving you the actual physical location, and then you go to a place and it just says, yeah, it's somewhere over here. You're like, well, this sucks. Okay, so where the hell's somewhere over here? And why do we have rubble? I don't even know. It says material. Maybe eventually they'll let us place rubble. That'd be cool. So I feel. Oh yeah, that's right. I did 2 rows of these. I feel like it's definitely not a bad uh, low level player experience, but it definitely gets better. And once it opens up, it's much easier than the very early levels. I'd say by 8 or 10, level 8 or 10, it's already at a point where you understand it enough that it's perfectly fine. Oh, when did they change that? That's cool. Okay. So rubble's for some blocks. So I got this all expanded. I haven't moved all of it, but or put all the boxes things. I got to do some more duping, but so this is all done. Lots of extra room. I got this all fixed. Now we're expanding Joni. Now I'm expanding that direction and that direction. I've got the crypt level finished. We just added an extra box in each one side. I think that's probably going to be plenty. Famous last words, right? Probably will be enough. But now I'm doing the task of making sure I put everything in exactly the same box it was in when I move it, so that we don't field 500 questions about where did this move to? It didn't. It's in the same box. What do you mean, where did it move to? It's 5 feet back from where it was. Yeah, it's getting there, Joni. Okay, so I had 2 slots open. Okay, fine. That's not right. It was that and then that. There you go. I gotta make everything as the same as humanly possible. I don't know if we'll get to the square tonight, but I would like to try and at least start it. So I think I've got a handle on how I'm going to do it, meaning what's going to be where. So originally, the square only had furniture because that's all we did have. We didn't have any decorations back then. The plates, I guess you could call as decorations. We had a little bit of plates. That was it. And then the picture frames, um, there's like 5 of those. That is all the decorations we had back then. And so I think what I'm going to do when I push the square outward, the outer ring is going to retain just furniture. The inner ring is going to be all of the decorations. So the decorations will wreath the hollow hall, while the furniture will be all the outside. So all the stuff that was originally out here will stay out here, and all the stuff that's decorational type things, that especially this whole wing over here of all these boxes, will go along the inside. I'll raise that stuff up, and we'll have boxes on this inside run around. Then this is going to push out the equivalent of that wide. So I think that'll work out well. Keep the same width at least in spacing. We'll have to lose some of the trees, or I'll just replant a few. Probably wouldn't hurt us to lose a few trees anyway. It's usually not a bad thing. All right. Time to do the do and push her. Ooh, we are all the way to the ground level. Okay. I wonder if that block is gonna shone through as bright as it is. Maybe. So Joni, how is the island creation coming along? Is that the stairs down? That is the stairs down, isn't it? Wow, it comes all the way over to here, huh? Okay. Bum, bum, bum. What is this? I took some of the ground somewhere. Where did I take? Oh yeah, the player can always add a lot of that stuff, 100%. Yeah, I don't know where I chewed the limestone out from. I know, right there. One block. Was that piece right there. Okay. Alright, so I gotta be careful around that. I'm gonna go all the way up right to it. Okay. Roughly cut. I don't remember if roughly cut's what we have in here. Let's find out. Yeah. While I do really appreciate that they gave us this closer camera mode, you know, I'm going to be super honest. The camera for building in Enshrouded is still ass. It's still such a pain in the ass. It's just always in your way. And when you're trying to place things that are tall, you can't zoom out far enough to be able to see like orientation or anything. It's such a pain. But that's a lot of builder games if we're going to be honest. So I can't specifically fault Enshrouded. I think it's just a symptom of the genre and not specific to one game. It may be really difficult to add a superior build camera. For all my small brain, smooth brain knows. No ridges or bumps. No valleys or lumps. Ideas just slide right off. Okay, so we wanted... Alright, so if that's the landing, that is already 1.5 past the landing. So it's that far. I can go half, then I can at least go another 1.5 deeper than what it is now. So let's do it with this block. It's not what I meant. And we so desperately need a better way to dig. Alright, let's do bonk. Alright, so that's 1, 2, still need to get one more. Okay. So that will give us 1, 2, 12. 12 more. Ooh, I gotta check on this. I may not be able to go all the way in because of the build, but should give us 12 more containers there for your basic stuff, food and cloth and chain or metal plates and blah blah blah. Okay, so let's go to this, go to that. Come on, get down. It is. Alright, now here's where we're going to be careful, and I can't see because I can't get far close enough. Oh, you suck. Nope, can't put it there. I can see through right there. Okay, so let's do, that's castle. Alright, let's get castle block. Oh, well, yeah, I'll need to do that. Cover it up just to make sure, because otherwise everything will bleed through it if I don't. I'm going to need, hey, where's my glow block? What's in the what? I probably put it up because I'm like, I'm not going to need this again. Forgetting that I actually was building another part of it. Alright, castle block. Alright, go doggos. Uh-oh. Is that the same level? No, it's lower. Perfect. You dipshit. Get in there. What the hell? Why aren't you getting where I want? There you go. Alright, so now I need to check to make sure my distance is correct. 1, 2, 3, a space, and then a wall. Let's go make sure that isn't bled through. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. It's technically 5 deep. I could get another section. Ended up with 16 extra. I'm going to do 16. Go for gold, baby. Okay, now switch back to this, go to this, switch to that, change it to that. Wait a minute, is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Go. One more little spot. And there we go. Get it. There we are. There we go. Nice and tidy. Uh-oh. I didn't do that. Nobody saw that. floor. Yeah, it's the same. Like, is this the same floor? Yeah, that's interesting. This floor doesn't go all the way in a lot of places. It does in some places, but not in other places. That's interesting. Alright. Now, back to this. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. $16 new container spaces. Oh, damn. Hoorah, that's a lot of extra space. And then we'll go this way. This one can't go near as much. So this, and it's only going to get 8. 4 on either side, I think. This is definitely not the basement that Crazy Loon would recognize. It's changed a little bit. Okay, what do we got going? Just a little bit. Oh wait, let's do this. Change it. Put that up. Nope. This one. Maybe? I actually don't know where roughly cut is. For shame. There it is. And it's full. Okay. I guess I'll just have extra. Sure, why not? Containers. So these 6 have to be this, and those are going to start out as not this, and we'll change them as needed. Snapping, that looks really good like that, but then Jasper said you can't access them with multiplayer, so pull them out like that, and it works just fine. There we go. For an efficiency standpoint, part of me wants to widen. I don't want to do that. I can't go that way. I guess I could widen back here a little bit. One block. It'd need 1 block more, and I could fit another stack of 2. You know, and still have the 1 block between them. But I'm like, that's a lot of work for 1 block. Or for two chests. That's one of those things when it gets down to it and we're just out of space and there's nothing more that can be done for PRW because there's nowhere left to go. That's when I'm down to, okay, let's find a spot I can fit one. Welcome back. Hell, that's where I just start stacking boxes in aisles. Be like, yeah, center aisle, left. If we ever get labels, we make a giant Costco, an enshrouded Costco. I'm surprised someone hasn't done that yet. And just had one big square building with rows of things that you can get to with kind of like catwalk-like levels so the light can get through. God, now I'm talking about this, it kind of makes me want to do it. That's way too much work. I actually, so funny enough, I started building what I was going to call PRW Light. And yeah, I like Costco too. Where it was going to be 4 squares, like big squares. And the squares were just going to have boxes stacked with a few visual things, but each square was going to be its own thing. So one square was just armor and weapons, one square was just building blocks, one square was just decorations, one square was whatever the other square was, and materials, I think. It's a lot. Starting from scratch and building an entire public resource world from nothing is a lot of work. Even from someone who does this on a regular basis to keep PRW up to date, it's a lot of damn work. It's like I'm good. I kind of gave up on that project a while, but I wanted something that I even built it up on a platform above the starting area, so almost none of the map was exposed, no digging of any kind, no built structures by the player of any kind, no added trees, spawns, or anything, because I wanted to get it so it was literally just the public resource and nothing else to give the highest possible performance, because as we add more and more and more and more, and we just keep adding more and more stuff, the public resource world's FPS just keeps going down. And try as I might, I'm doing fairly well to keep this one reasonable. It's still going down. You know, right now I'm sitting in the basement at about 55 FPS, but there are places on this, one of the bad places right here. And I don't know why, it's literally right here. Okay, make a liar out of me. Right now it's only 40, 42 FPS. Normally I drop to like 20 FPS right here in this hallway. And I don't know why. Just that hallway. I did speak with, well, speak with is a relative term. I did chat with the folks over at G-Portal. I have looked at the different options. The current state of it, it seems like while G-Portal is a bit pricey, their customer service, according to a whole bunch of different posts I've seen, seems to be better than whatever the other leading one is. I can't remember its name. And while I still can't guarantee that I'm going to do it because it is still pricey, I may end up... I'm going to give it a little bit of time, give it to like next week. Let me think about it after talking to him. But if I can manage it, get it done right and everything. No, yes, thank you. It is that one. So people like it because it's a better price and all that, but they don't like their customer service. They feel like their customer service is shit. In comparison to G-Portal, that is more expensive, but appears to have superior customer service support. I will say that I wasn't even their customer yet, and I put up a ticket today to ask a question. I asked on the Discord as well, and I got a response, I mean, within like 2 hours or something. For a non-customer to get a response within 2 hours, I feel like that's reasonable. Doesn't mean it would always be that good. They could have been bored, not had anything to do, and it's like, oh, someone's talking to us. Let's reply. I don't know. But if I can manage it, if I decide after I let it set in my brain for the weekend, the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to buy 3 servers. One for Dallas, so Central US, one for Central Europe, and one for Australia. That way it would cover the entire globe as reasonably as possible, and so that everybody can access PRW at your reasonable locale and be able to get on and have a what is reasonably always up server. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm going to marinate it on it for the weekend just to make sure it is something I want to do. And how many do I need? 16. Ooh wee. But I think it'd be a cool thing to do. I know people are unhappy, have been happy for a long time. And it's not even something that, you know, I'm just being a jerk. It's something that it was never that way. PRW has never been a permanently hosted resource world. Even Crazy Loon only sporadically hosted it. He did it sometimes, but not that often. And I'm just trying to, you know, maintain his legacy of this build as best I can, and the legacy of the 2 contestant winners, building contest winners, you know, by not changing their builds in any way. The spirit of the game, if you will. But if we do all that, there'll be a big announcement. I'll Oh, you ass. I'll probably make a trailer for my YouTube for it and give all the pertinence. Alright, that takes care of that. Oh boy, can I get those in there? That can be a problem. Did I put those back or did I leave them over here? I put them back. Okay, let's go grab them. Alright, I didn't burst out of there anywhere. Did I mess up this anywhere? Yay, I got lucky. I didn't mess up her build in any way. Lucky me. Well, I don't know that Clementine was a female. Gold Clementine something something. I really wish we had... What the shit was that? I really wish we had labels or signs or something so that I could put on each building who built each of the structures, who built them. Okay, so yep, I'm gonna do it like that because this one has to be. I can't overlap that into the next room. Oh, that's gonna be a problem because those stairs. Shit. This one's gonna have to be a kind of a weird overlap thing. Because I can't fit it otherwise, and it's gonna stick out in various places. It's gonna stick out into the hall and all kinds of weirdness. Come on. Oh, no, you can do it. There it is. Yeah, I don't love that, but at least it is the same material. Alright. Now we have all kinds of extra storage for material side. And now we gotta do... Oh god, kill me. That's a lot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. We need 12 boxes. Having the snap work on boxes is just like perfection. Being able to put boxes absolutely perfectly next to the other one. Now, that's assuming you have it on the grit snap, but... The rustic iron? That is... I don't think so. Let me look. Because all the windows are with the windows, which are right here-ish. Okay. So here's the... There's the rounded ones. There's the regular iron one. Here's the granite. Yeah, that's all the windows we have. One sec, let's take a look. Yo, shut buddy.
See you later.
Wrong person. Where the hell?
Never force it. Just get a bigger hammer.
Let me check the workbench. That's weird. Why did none of them show windows? What's going on? Oh, I wasn't far enough. These are all the ones I know of. Yeah, I don't know. If you can find out if they're in the game somewhere, I'll figure out how to get them on PRW, because I don't see. Yeah, I don't see them. When I say are they in the game, obviously there's a lot of things in the game that we can't build, even though they're there. And the devs know it, and they've actually made a comment. There was on one of the AMA's questions a while back, AMA 2. They were asked that exact question, and they're like, "There's thousands of items. We're bringing them out as quickly as what's reasonable." Is basically the answer. The way they made it sound is if they want to bring out everything, literally all of the assets you can see in the game. They want to at some point give us the ability to build with, but it's a lot. So kind of makes sense that they're doing them in bits. I mean, I say bits. God, I think the last update 5 had like 118 items or something. It was nuts. I don't think she'll be in my way. We will soon find out. It's the bottom. Ta-da. I guess it's worth asking for anybody who does frequent any of the hosted resource worlds, whether it's PRW, Wolfix, back when Fort Resources was on or not. In your opinion, do you find it superior to have the resource world refresh every 1 hour or every 30 minutes? I don't know what would be best, if I'm being honest, so hence the question. I feel like 1 hour should be fine. That's 24 resets a day. And PRW is not exactly lacking in resources and all the stuff. I mean, even though we don't have one container for every single item, I am not that hardcore. And quite frankly, it never was like that. Down. She's like, the warden returned. Like, I was right next to you. You've been gone for so long. How'd you do? I'm like, I was 6 feet from you. What are you talking about? Alright, so this one's gonna... One spot left open. Hopefully, I won't have to put those in the corner this time because it bugs me. They're too tight together. I just jammed them in there because I needed more space for the blocks. I guess I'll just have to make sure I dig this back far enough that we can fit them. Alright. Take a little screenshot so I know which one's which. God damn it, get up there. There we go. She looks so little. What is this, a school for ants? Why, hello, Swordless. Appreciate the gift subs. Thank you very much, kind sir. No. Little turd. Really? Her hitbox is that large? How you doing, buddy? Okay. Why has your hitbox got to be that big? Serious? What is she doing? Why she got to stand right in my face? No, I'm not done with the loft. Enshrouded has a new patch coming very soon. This is me preparing for the new patch that's coming very soon. Let me change. Is it R? No. Range 0 meters. Exactly what I want. I don't want you moving at all, lady. Yeah, so yesterday they popped out a teaser trailer for the next update, which is update 6, and it will be here in... See, look at this. Oh, there it worked. It'll be here in May, so since I run this public resource world, which is the original, I am renovating it again so that it can hold all the new that we'll be getting when it comes out. That's what I'm doing. Just expanding it, making sure it can handle all the new stuff. So, yeah. That's basically what we're doing. And we're just chatting about things. The huge. Why? See, look at that. Why does it say I have all of this block? I do not have 4,913 block in my box. In my container, I have 4. It's so weird how it acts like that sometimes. Yeah, no, it's similar. We learned early on in like the demo period to inset the boxes so that it had a nicer framed look, but it also saved more on space. And we've just always done that since. That was a thing from a long time ago. Long time ago. Probably shouldn't sing anything, get freaking banned by YouTube. YouTube and its super fun anti-monetization process. That is probably... Okay, that's the roadbed. And this is probably the corner of the alchemist's house. Okay, how deep is the roadbed? Yeah, that's the corner of the alchemist's house. Okay, and yep, we are in the open. All right, which means I can't go any further because if we do a build here and they want to have a basement, they got to be able to go down. So that is our limit. Just this. In fact, the wall needs to be right there. Okay. Well, that gives us one wall. I think we just keep it to right there. Sounds good to me. Oh, we got a hype train chest. Let's see what we got. We got... I don't know what this one is. That's iconic emote. No, you totally did. I did all this. I retroactively did this a year ago because I knew you were gonna come in and be like, "Hey man, you should do it like this one of those days," and so I just did it ahead. I thought in advance with my big builder brain. And no, I'm not belittling your way is accurate. That is a very good way to build containers. That is a smart way to build containers. Okay, so I can't actually put that on this space here. I'm going to have to bring an actual wall down because I need to cover this. You can see daylight, and that's not okay. So that is... I need castle block from a YouTube clip. That makes sense. I mean, that's how I get inspired to do a lot of things. I see someone else do it. I test it, see if it's something I think I can figure out or make better. That's always a good way. Find something you like and see if you can improve it. That's it. It's always a good way to do things. Alright, so let's go to castle block. I gotta fill in this gap. Alright, so let's do like that. There we go. We'll call that the beam. And then we need to do this. Probably do this. We'll have to do right there. Oh, let's go upstairs and make sure I didn't just F something up. I might have just replaced the road surface. I deformed the road surface. Okay. Ah, crap. Even the wall is in there. Shit. Yep, gonna have to fix that. The wall's too tall. This is the struggle I always go through. When I'm building things and I'm building them all the way to within the one block of things, this is the kind of shit I run into. I cause my own problem doing this, but yeah. I'll do that from the top. So this, I need to have one block lower. And just because we can, let's go ahead and make an actual beam right here. There we go. Now we got an actual beam. We can do this as well, like we normally do. And there. Okay. That gives us the same look of the other one. Every time I watch Enshrouded, I get more interested in it. I really love Enshrouded. It's one of those things where you can build. Have you, Swordless? Have you seen any of the stuff I've ever built in this? I don't know how much you've been on when I've been on Enshrouded versus other things like Forever Skies or anything. Because I've got some pretty. I mean, obviously, I built this. Well, I can show you some of what this is. So there's a dungeon, style of dungeon in the game called the Hollow Hall, and it has this similar look to it. So I built a Hollow Hall here inside of this resource world. Why is my light missing? How the hell did my lamp go missing from there? I even built like some secrets. This is his little torture dungeon. And then you come down into the Hollow Hall proper. You've got a little grow room. Oh, that's funny. It's got a little thing saying insufficient materials. That's cool. Big doors. These doors still are too tall. They're still 2 blocks into the ceiling. But yeah, it goes all the way down there. All the way up there. And this is built to represent what the dungeon looks like. Granted, it's not exact, obviously. There are some missing things, but I'm really proud of the kitchen. You got your booze locked up, all the wine and spirits locked up because, you know, you don't want the peasants drinking it all. Stacked dishes. You got your own well inside, you know, you gotta be protected, right? The thing I'm the most proud of in this whole space, and then this is the waiting room for the king and queen's chambers. That's a dude you actually fight. He's about that big too. This is where the king doles out his punishments and whatever, and then the king and queen's quarters. I'll zoom in so you can see. What is F3 for the... No. Yeah, so back before... We can do it now. We didn't used to be able to angle those little posters. Right? The little... you had to do it by rotating it on the tusk or the head of a trophy to get it in there. But yeah, this is their little bathroom over here, you know. You get drains down. Double showers, his and her showers. The queen has her own private glade. You know, you come down here and you've got the king and queen's ceremonial gear, the actual queen the jewels, crown jewels, you know, because it's the fancy stuff. And then a secret glade down in here. Like where she comes down and spends time growing cool things and whatever. There's a whole other side of it too. So that's like the king and queen side. This is more the administrative side. So you got a range where they can practice their own bathrooms, which have individual bathrooms, right? Gotta have a bathroom. Lockers. Showers. Communal. I forgot to put the drains in, but whatever. At some point I had to stop fleshing it out because it's just going to keep tanking FPS the more I flesh it out. But here's the meat hall, right? You put things into other things. So this just looks like a grill, but it's actually a machine. And the machine comes around this space here, and it's inside of this, so I covered it with a little bit of block so you can't see it all. This was my first attempt at a keg. So you got this, it's another machine. It looks like this tap pours out into the pitchers and you spin the thing, you know. Stools. You can come up and order, right? You got to order your meal and stuff, right? Got the barracks. The barracks is not that impressive if I'm being super honest. You got a little captain's hall there, captain's room. But, you know, they got a little bit of stuff. They got themselves a Inglenook. It is a lot. Like, it's a lot. This thing, you got wall lockers, or foot lockers, excuse me. We got a prison, a little jail cell, right? That dude has seen better days. All kinds of decoration. This here was a hallway, but the ceiling collapsed, and now they had to dig around it so that they could. It's just so I could hide those lights. And this all connects. This whole entire thing connects. People are often surprised when they find out that I've connected everything together. They're like, wait, what? Yeah, just go look. Like, I didn't see that. I know, because I hid it. You've got this bridge that used to go somewhere, but now it's all collapsed in. Like, that used to be the rest of the Hollow Hall, but it all collapsed. Alright, have a good one, Dark Crow. And then this, which I did this just at a guess. I guessed how far I was digging down, right? Guessed how far, and I came to this perfectly. You can still get out this, too. And you got rocks that have collapsed down through the ceiling and broken through there. You've got an oubliette down there. I was originally going to dig it that deep. I was going to make this thing just insane. I did all this before. We now have a tool that you can do this with where you can distress things and make it look old and damaged. I did it by hand before you could even do that. Like, you know, it's like we didn't used to be able to do this stuff where you could just lean things. You had to have, like, how to describe it, like a little bit of a mound to jank it off to the side to make it look like it's been falling. You know, like this is a neglected old space that, you know, rocks are pushing in through here, right? This is this is before we had this fine tuning like we do now. So I had to just keep twisting and moving until I got it to look just right. And it looks like it just did some damage as it came down and broke the wall and everything. And, you know, you've got your river of goo or whatever. Like, these things are holding up that sarcophagus so it doesn't fall over anymore. This was the original King's Tomb. Like, the first one. So that's why it's the most impressive one here. But I had to stop doing detailing to it because it would have just kept tanking the FPS, and I didn't want to tank it anymore. Actually, no, I need to be down there. Let's go through here. And this is just one. My most detailed build is my troll bridge, where I took a wrecked out bridge and built inside it. Completely inside of it. There's nothing on the outside whatsoever. It's all completely inside the bridge. I gutted the bridge one block at a time. Kind of like you see me doing here, except I literally did it with this tool right here. One block. Oh, too far. Hit Y, return it. And gutted the whole bridge. So, like, I got a lot of sections that are basically just this big, right? And I'm building whole rooms out of it and stairs to go up to the next level and all that stuff. It's fun. I really enjoy it. Perfect. So it gives us, yeah, 8. Right, because it gives us 4 more on either side. That's perfect. So this is 5 across this back. Of course it's not perfectly even. You suck. Oh no, 100%. No, no, no. You're not wrong at all. Um, the level of tedium I go through to build certain things, people probably think I've got a little bit of a screw loose. But I like building things that others feel impossible. Like creating something that others are like, nah, that you can't do that. And then I'm like, oh, okay, watch me. Right? It's like, don't tell me I can't do something, watch me. That's kind of how I like to play it. Should I just do the light block there without this stuff? I think I could. Hold my beer. That's exactly what it is. It's hold my beer. Oh, okay. Don't tell me I can't build something. Watch this. This one. Wrong. That one. Well, and it's also why I'm always constantly trying to break games. Now, I'm not doing it because I think, ooh, developer bad. Look at what I did to your game. I'm doing it to be like, oh, developer didn't give us this option. Let me see if I can figure out how to make it. Right? Like, can I figure out how to do this option that the developer didn't include in the game all by myself with doing, I don't know, some combination. Nope, wrong. Some combination of weird things. Can I figure it out? And I do a lot of that in games. I mean, obviously you've seen what I've done in Forever Skies, so you know what I'm talking about. But it's trying to take what little we've been given in terms of building, or there's been heavy building restrictions. One more. And I want to try to figure out how to, I wouldn't say bypass the restrictions, but get around them. So it's cheating without cheating. It probably doesn't sound right, but um, breaking the game without actually physically breaking something. I mean, it's not perfect, but I don't hate it. Oh, I might have to do 3 pieces. That's going to be weird. Yeah, you know, and it's fun. That's it. Um, you know, it's going to be one or the other, right? No, I feel like, okay, I feel like this one got in the wrong spot. This first one, I think, is in the wrong spot. Oh, no. It's one or the other. I don't have a choice. Okay. Fair enough. No! Where did it put it? Well, that's a weird spot. Great. Is it going to let me pick it back up? There it is. She's probably not happy with that. She keeps pinging me. Look what I made. Look what I made. She's tempting me. That's what she's doing. No, I had to because of the. I have a responsibility is a strong term. I have a dedication to the Enshrouded community, and um, new stuff drops, I jump on it. That's just the way it goes. I think I want this right there. Yeah, like that. Nice. Gives us a nice chunky Yep, and that works perfectly. That gets rid of that extra spot that was bugging me. Cool. I like it. All right, back to boxes. Many cajas. Many cajas. So now we'll have 8 extra for blocks. Considering I fit 4 blocks in each box, we'll have 32 new blocks that we can put out if or when the time comes. So that's good. Like that'll give us a good amount. Yes, blocks. I'm good. How about yourself? It's nice to be back in Enshrouded. It's not like, I ever really left, but I enjoy jumping back in now and again, and of course for each update. It's always fun. I'm excited to see what they're going to do with 6. I personally think that we're going to get at least a set per tree that will give us additional shroud timer and possibly shroud damage resistance, but I could be wrong. We may not get any sets. Entirely possible. Whoa. Let's see. Yep. 2 of them will need to be right there. That's fine. Then we'll do empties here. And empties here. It's going to be good. It's going to be a lot of extra space. Unfortunately, but it also means I don't have much more to go. Like, there's not a heck of a lot more besides what I've already done. I could not have these beds down there and do some more in there. I could push this back the same distance that is, unless somebody wants to build above it, which they could because that's where the path ends. Oh, I never like that. Oh man, I don't like that. Why do they got to be so close? Bummer. Okay, so the way to fix that is to move all those over 1 block and move this over 1 block. Oh, my brain. Okay, all right. Sometimes I wish the little OCD monster in my brain was okay with things being off by 1 block here and there. But it's like, hell no. You're not leaving it like that. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah. Yeah. No, probably. That's probably right. Yeah, it's fine. Because these are in there like that too. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Alright, so that'll get it out of there, and they won't be all touchy-touchy. Which drives me nuts. Alright, let's do this again. It's the... There's a... What's it from? I use it in Space Engineers a lot. No touchy. No touchy. I don't remember what that's from, though. But for Space Engineers, when I was dropping those things off at my base, I didn't want them touching because Clang Monster would come in and smack me into oblivion. Eh? Okay. Better. Yep. Better. Okay. Okay, you're staying like that. Fine then. Why? Why? Oh, I wonder if there's somewhere on this base where I have that in a magic container. It's the only thing I can think of. I don't need this anymore. Got that. Alright. So that takes care of that. I need to get these out of my bag. Not these. Those need to go back in their box. Yep. Might as well do these. Yeah, that'll be fine. I can always... No. There we go. Put another queue up if I need to. For these. Yeah, I can put that for queue up there. temple. Let's do that. Great. Put it in the oblivion. I don't even know where to put it. How do I still have 5,000 when I just used 4 pieces? What? So your stream, a few minutes later, I noticed I was sailing in the opposite direction from when I... Oopsie! I had a similar thing. It wasn't me looking at stream, though. I was doing something. I parked my island, right? And I was doing whatever I was doing. I was on the island doing things, going around, and I go back where I knew I parked my island. I'm like, where's my island? It was the, dude, where's my car? Dude, where's my car? Where's my car, dude? And I'm looking, and I couldn't see it. So luckily I could teleport to it, but it was just gone. It just kept going, apparently, never stopped. I'm sitting there cleaning out the island, and it's just trucking along. Like, is this real life? It was interesting to say the least. But now, ever since then, I always make sure to extra, because you can see when the what are they called? Uh-oh, what am I missing? Right. You can see when the sales close, like physically close. If you even have one, oh, that was when the hype train. Ooh, that was a minute. That wasn't that recent. But you can see when the sails fold up. So now I pay attention to that and make sure the sails actually fold up before I get off the ship. So I don't have that happen again. My island float off into oblivion. It is amusing, though, when stuff like that happens. You're just not paying attention, and the game's like, well, I don't care that you're not paying attention. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. One of these days, I'm going to have to go through all these and better put them. I mean, they're pretty good. I did a pretty good job one of the updates. I don't think it was the last update. Making sure they were in a similar box, like the metals with the metals, the light blocks with the light blocks, etc. But some of these aren't exactly right. Like, it's kind of weird having limestone by the flintstone. But I don't know that that will fit with, like, the sandstone stuff. Yeah, I know, one of these days. I say that a lot. It's just, it's a lot of work, man. All of it. It's all a lot of work. But yeah, Enshrouded is fun. I feel like the people that are super creative and like to build find it more enjoyable than those that are in it for like the RPG elements, the story, etc. I think the story's fine. I like the exploration in RPG. The fighting is very simplistic, and it's fair that there are people that kind of criticize the fighting, the combat in this game, and that's fine. I find it fine. I'm not I wouldn't say I'm not a fan of Dark Souls or Souls like. I like Souls like. I just suck at Souls like. Souls like. So oh god, I love Elden Ring's amazing, and I suck at it. I am not ashamed to admit that I am terrible at Elden Ring. And that's not even quote hardcore Souls like, right? And it's just like I'll take being a little bit of wimpy with this, being a little bit of just face roll, click one button, and it auto targets the next enemy. In comparison to, oh, I missed one telegraphed attack, now I'm dead. Okay, or something that she found on the cabinet. Asked her was the last time she checked the cabinet. She says 2 to 3 years or something. I said throw it. Yeah, 2 to 3 years. Yeah, fair enough. They are great, and my God, the graphic style um, of not the graphic style. Sorry, the art style of Elden Ring is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. And it's weird saying that because it's a bunch of monsters, right? But it's just gorgeous. It really kind of gives that strong vibe of like blight, like a blighted land. And it's very very good. They're very good. FromSoft is very good at keeping continuity within their game as far as, you don't have one town that's just outlandishly different from the vibe of the art style of the rest of it, that it just looks out of place, if that makes better sense. And yeah, I like what they do. Okay, so we can put that back now. We can put her back. I think right about there will be good for her. There we go. That works for me. The basement is getting bigger and bigger all the time. Alright, so that can go back. These can go back. These stay here. Maybe stay here. Can go back. I'm gonna find out what to do with all those. Hi, kitty. Get your scritches. Alright. Fill you back up. Fill you back up. You can get deleted. Roughly. Did I just come up with them out of my butt or something? Where the hell did they come from? I guess I pulled that much out of it, I guess. It's weird. We'll put it over here just in case we need it for something else. Yeah, Bloodborne. I think they're amazing. I mean, they're really cool games, and I'm all for games that are hard and that don't hold your hand. I'm 100% for it. I just wish I was better at... Oh, I gotta fix this. You suck. I wish I was better at Souls-like, because I feel kind of stupid that I'm not good at it, if that makes any sense. Okay, what is this road surface? Don't know. Didn't give me any blocks. It's gotta be the base level one. It's not mud. It's gotta be rocky stone. I don't think it's smooth stone. Let's try rocky stone, see what we think. Oh, there's some effed up parts right there too, where I came through. Oh yeah, no. For me, I'm the same way. Hard is kind of an every now and again type of thing. Okay, so that is the right thing, but it's effing it up. I'm gonna have to go get the damn rake. You suck. Actually, why am I doing any of this? Just go get the stupid rake. I'll fix it with the rake, they said. Oh, wow. Getting it to be exact is going to be a bitch. Let me try coming off to this edge. It mostly worked. Alright, let's try to get a little bit... Okay. Now let's try this again. That fixed it. Very good. Nice. Almost nice. Okay. Still a little bit effed. Bro, what is going on with this thing? That's weird. It keeps pushing the buck. Oh, because it's not up against that? I think that's what it is. Alright. We'll fix the whole line then. Okay. Looks like that was the whole line. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's better than it was. Now it doesn't show the effed up bits that I did to it. Except for that hole right there. Whatever. Whatever. Where are those? There they are. Okay. Okay. Now this awful mess. I need castle block. Lots and lots of castle block. I don't think I have any left in this. Nope. Okay. Oh, man. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I might not need to take that tree out. That's not what I wanted. That's the roof of my building, damn it. That's the roof of the hollow hall right there. There we go. I do it one block less so that I don't lose that tree. What about this one? No, that tree's got to go. So, I don't know if I'll be doing it like right after release because it's Monday. Meaning I don't know if I'm going to stream it the day of release, but it will be soon afterwards. Joni and I are going to do co-op again. Once again, I don't know that it'll be right after it starts, but it definitely will be soon afterwards because, yeah, I want to... I've been staying away from the build because I didn't want to have to do it all over again. Like I've had enough of, and I'm not. That's not a dig at Far From Home. I've had enough of starting over. I'm over it. I can't do it again. It's too much for me, man. I've started over so many times. So that's why I've stayed away from the 1.0 beta. And it'll give me fresh eyes. You know, well, with the new biomes, instead of being procedurally generated, I think that just based off of what I've seen, and I haven't actually physically seen the game, I think that was the right idea. I never really cared for the procedural map that they had. I don't know, it just seemed hollow. It seemed empty. Even though it wasn't empty, it felt empty. I don't know if that's easy to explain, but it just, yeah, it felt empty. Right, starting over again and again and again, man. It's just like, I'm over this stuff. I'll pull these because I don't know that I'm going to keep this jut out like it is anymore. We'll see. Alright, so that takes care of all the blue dudes. It needs to stay the same height. And we need to come out to where it does not breach this part. So, let's get to town. And I gotta be careful that I don't punch through the ceiling down below. That should be fine. I'm basically just going to move everything straight on back. And I've already gone too far. Okay, so we were going to come to where I'm just on this side of that tree. So we can leave the tree. So how far can I come out here without impeding? I mean, could come that far, be fine. There we go. Now let's take out this one line. The other thing I need to do, Swordless, is once I have once again gotten back up to having all the things, that grind all over again in Forever Skies I'm not looking forward to. But once I've done that, I need to remake my videos because they changed everything basically. So the backpacks that I made the video, where's all the backpacks? They're not in the same place anymore. Where you get certain blueprints, not in the same place anymore. Sometimes not even the same tower entirely. So I need to make those videos all over again. So it's gonna be some work for sure. I feel like that's okay. We could border this with a little bit of the scaffolding to make it look nice. Okay. This I need to be careful because I don't want it punching through too much. Oh, hang on a second, because it is a lot of work. So of all the games that I've played and I've done YouTube videos on, I have more Forever Skies videos than any of them. There's no other game that I have as many videos as Forever Skies. I think I have 92 Forever Skies videos. The next closest is either Starfield, probably, or Enshrouded / Spaceborne 2. I don't know which one exactly, but in that realm. Did I effing miss? What the hell? How did I miss that? And now I don't have to redo 92 videos by any stretch. That'd be silly. But there's and they get the lowest views. There is no other game that I have that many videos on where my videos get basically no views. And I still do it anyway. It's kind of weird. It's almost like an obsession, I guess. Because I keep doing it even though I'm not getting... Can I go down? I don't think I can go down very much on that. Let's do this piece here. A return from it. And yet I still keep doing it. And you know what? I don't really care. I'm not... I'm not specifically making YouTube videos because I'm like, oh my god, I've got to do this because I got to make money. I'm doing it because I enjoy video games and I enjoy doing it. And if that means I'm not going to make good views off of certain videos, then so be it. I think Forever Skies is somewhat niche. Not 100%, but somewhat niche. I need to check the hollow hall, make sure I haven't penetrated the roof. In that, I mean, they did get over 300,000 recently, so that's really good for them. I'm happy for them. Okay, this roof is fine. Ugh. I whacked myself. Something weird right there, but I don't think that's a block. Nah. I think we're okay. I don't think I've come through anywhere, so that's good. Okay, so this one needs to be all in all about like that, 2 blocks short, right? I think that other side was 1 block short, so let's go 1 block short. It's this damn thing, and it's the wheat. Alright, wheat's gone. I'm tired of it. I can't place anything here with all this wheat in my way. I'll just replant it later. Maybe I can leave that part. Oh crap, I'm down to 47. I am 47. I am hoping with the 1.0 that Forever Skies is a little bit more close to what I had expected when I saw the trailer. Because the game did, let me rephrase that. I'm talking like early trailers. Like before, when it was coming out in early access trailers. Because it really isn't. Like, and I'm not saying, so Greg makes the trailers, and I'm not saying Greg embellished or anything like that for the trailer. It really isn't the game that the trailers portrayed it to be, I guess, the way to say it. Let's go check the Hollow Hall again. And I'm hoping 1.0 remedies that, gets it close, because I really expected it to be this more, you're there and you're scavenging and you're doing all those things, but it's not really that. It's not, what type of game would that be? It's not even Fallout. What would that be like? It's almost like Scrapyard Survival, but for Forever Skies. The scenario in Space Engineers is what I had expected from it, because at the first, again, I'm talking about OG trailer. He comes out and he's on the first wrecked skyscraper and salvaging stuff on the skyscraper. Like, cool. I'm gonna be going. I'm gonna taking part stuff and I'm gonna build this thing. And then we find there was a whole heap and lot of building restrictions, and you didn't really salvage that much. You only salvaged little parts of it, the metal, and whatnot. And so it didn't meet expectations, I guess I would say. And I'm not saying that from a derogatory point. I love Forever Skies, but it just didn't really meet or match the expectations from those early on trailers. Okay, how far back do we want to do this? So it looks like this is the furthest thing back. Okay. So if we put that there, that gives us all that space to pull it back. Because this was the furthest item back. Actually, let's go up one. Right there. Yeah, for sure. Oh. Something's been fixed. Athenor is not the same. I gotta check something. The Athenor is not the same as it used to be. Did I lose my invisible staircase? So a while back, I made an invisible staircase using Athenor. Oh, no, wrong thing. I'm stupid. Nah, Athenor still worked. No, we still have an invisible staircase. Okay, that's fine. It's funny too, because I came up with a way to do the floating books, and now you can just do it because we can turn things in different ways. I still feel like, though, that I was the first to come up with the invisible staircase. I don't think anybody else thought of that. I noticed it because it was a pain in the ass having to walk around them because their hitbox is so weird. Like, I can't even get anywhere near it. And that's a huge pain when you're trying to put things around each other, you know? So, I had done that. Oh, ouch. While I'm here, let me show you real quick. Did you see the build I did with this wrecked bridge? No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted. It's not what I wanted. Well, that's what I got. And that's what happened. I did this yesterday too, and almost died. But yeah, did you ever see the build I did with this wrecked bridge? I did it back in the demo days, and then later on did it for real. It's my main base. And that was my contest submission. There's a base inside that whole thing. Like, the whole thing. End to end, every bit of it. It has a base inside of it. And there's even secrets upon secrets Like, you can't get through here, but I can go in here. So this is the first, this is what I do. I gut it all the way down to 1 block from the edge. I went as far as did this. It's not a mini anything. It's a massive base. It's the whole bridge all the way across, except for 1 chunk. I come up here and just kind of... I can't remember the command for sit. My bad. But it's the whole entire thing is a base. Get out. Down. Down. There we go. I probably have 120 hours in this base alone. Probably. It's a hidden in plain sight type of base. So the idea is this being the very first one, the very first tower, was the quarry. You got room for a bathroom for the peasants, the workers, you know. This is where they're doing a bunch of their work. There was something there. It's missing. That's weird. This is the original quarry. Reason you can see those yellow lines, that's the build line. If I switch to that, you can't see it anymore. But, you know, I did it like, you know, they've got crane. I built this crane. Crane is in quotes, obviously. So this thing's got all, and then they go through here, tried going that direction. We've got this is before the Shroud took over ventilation for it, you know. Some quarters to live in while they're building it. Then another secret entrance, excuse me. I think it's got 6 secret entrances. Right, and this is where they were quarrying some above ground. Got another ventilation shaft. This is the 2nd tower. Close. Whatever. Screw you. So this didn't used to be enshrouded right here. Unfortunately, it is now. This is the ladies' restroom. They've got a fireplace. It's just a sweet little restroom in here. Nice tub. And then it comes up, winds around to their bedroom that's unfortunately enshrouded now. Winds up again. And here's the carpenter. You have a room all by yourself. You're standing in it, little bro. He's just sitting, and he's got his own little room, his own little bed that he doesn't sleep on anymore. They lose their function after a while, and it's really annoying. Here's where's she at? She likes sleeping over here on the job. There she is. This is the hunter, right? So you got her hunter display. This spiral staircase that for a time we couldn't make anymore. I designed that. But then they made it so you could sit on these, and then you couldn't, but now we have this extra way to build stuff. I built this poster bed. Designed that. Designed this. We have actual room dividers now, but we didn't used to. He also has a secret entrance. This one's real sketchy. Really sketchy. Right, so we just came from over there. And then here's part of the broken bridge. We're growing some food out here. Got some bees and all that. We come into one of the better areas of the build. This is the mess hall or the mead hall or whatever you want to call it. Something weird's happening right there with the mesh. I don't know what's going on with that. And then the library that, you guessed it, has a secret entrance. I like my secret entrances, man. I don't know what to say. That was all here. I did not touch the outside of the bridge at all. Hey, what do we do? And then we have the first main this is where you come in. Flame altar. This is the first main tower. That's the L couch that I designed way back in the day. I wasn't the only one. There was others that designed it too. And then the bathroom, the main bathroom, the gorgeous bathroom. Dude, I would love to have this as my bathroom. It's amazing. Then you go down further. There's usually a guy here, but he's set somewhere else right now. More storage, and you get to the jail cells. You got the normal jail cell. You know, they let you read. They give you an actual toilet, a wash sink. You know, you're supposed to be up out of the shroud, but they changed the way all this works, unfortunately. Then you got the hole. This is what happens. How would you find it again? I don't know. I know where they're all at. This is what happens if you, like, grab the queen's butt or something like that. The king throws you in the hole and just forgets about you. You got a bucket to piss in and a rug on the ground to sleep on. And that's all you got. And you shouldn't have been a dumbass, and king wouldn't have thrown you in there. So then you go up here, we go to this side. Growing some food in here. And we've got the blacksmith and his. I designed a vent hood for his equipment. You go through the bridge, which is a real pain in the ass. Yeah, you couldn't move these things. So it's a huge pain in the butt. This is where the blacksmith lives. He's got his own little place. These windows are, damn it, are in the middle? Oh, I forgot about another secret entrance. Yep, I forgot. I got another secret entrance. Well, okay, I'll take it back. It's not really a secret entrance because you can't actually get inside it. But I have another secret door. It looks like you would fall right out, but you can't. You literally cannot fall out of it. And then this has secrets. This is back before... This is the old Shroud Weaver. Very few of these exist. Now, granted, PRW has them. But, unfortunately, the stats changed. The bonuses changed. This used to be all just straight up Shroud damage. But it still retains the old level. The new one's level 25 without upgrade. Right, sorry. 25... I don't remember exactly how it goes. I'd have to look. But yeah, this is where I have my secret items, like a secret key and all that. It's all hidden. Touched the king butt. When the king asked what's wrong, the advisor Paul said, it thought I was touching the queen's butt. Special jail room. So then we go over to the storage. So, you know, this is the mailbox that I designed. This is just your simple storage and another secret entrance. All this out here was all done by the devs. Just exactly like you see, I just gutted it to get inside. And this is the non-denominational chapel. So I built a... I figured they would have had a chapel. We can do a lot more stuff now with it. I told you it was the whole entire bridge. This is the last piece, though. I'll go up and I'll show you the bridge itself. It's not a little bridge. I mean, it spans a whole gorge, so... There was no way to get across to that. That's why I stopped there. Like, this is how big this thing is, and it's all inside it. One of the secret entrances is right down there. You can't see it very well, but that's the beehive down there. Another secret entrance behind that. Another secret entrance down there. But yeah, it's not little. So the base goes from where my head is right now, clear over to that tower right there. That whole entire thing. And then the tower's depth quite a bit on each one. But you can see the level of the shroud. So right there where the chapel is in that last one, I didn't go as deep because that's where the shroud is. But it goes down, 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 and that's why you can get into some of those. I was going to build down further, but you cannot build where the shroud is. So, yeah. So that's when I say I spend a lot of time doing the teeny tiny little bits building, that's the kind of shit I build when I do that. And the kind of stuff that you're totally right, other people will be like, yeah, no. Like, yeah, I'm good. Can you not, please? And that's fine. I have no problem with people thinking I'm a little bit crazy building all that stuff. I have no issue whatsoever, because they're probably right. Yeah, well, that's the point. I enjoy doing it, so yeah, why not? And some of it, too, I'm doing for the people, so to speak. Like PRW, while I use it all the time, like every time I'm building something, I'm using PRW. But I also built it for others to enjoy. It's not just a me thing. So that's, yep, that's pretty good. So that gives us, and since it's for more than just a me thing to enjoy, I always want to make sure that I'm building it well. You know, taking, damn it, get your butt back up there. Taking caution to do it right, get all the details right, you know, make it look good, make it functional, all those things, so that when other people use it, they can figure out where things are. They, you know, it has all the things they need so that they can build their cool thing that they want to build. Community over competition. That's how I always say it. I'd rather build community than compete with people about who can do this thing or that thing. Come on, why can't you... Bro, why won't it not grab that edge? Boy, it hates that edge. I don't know what's going on with that. Weird. So hopefully the way this will work, by taking this back 5 blocks, I can add, at a minimum, this much, and inset the blocks on this side. We'll have a nice big walkway. The stairs come up, so it actually gives me at least 2 blocks in thickness. So we'll figure out some way to do it around this inside. The inside's gonna have a lot of boxes. I may inset them into this or this material, probably. Make it look nice. And then this will start about here and run down. So it'll be a nice big open space. A few people early on when I first built this, I've shrunk it down since I first built it, complained about the overall size of it, how much space it took up. So I reduced it in. It's the whole idea with the hollow halls is they're supposed to be imposing, large and imposing, but it was a bit much, so I scaled it down. Well, now by moving this out, even with some blocks or boxes over here, it'll be even wider. So that should satiate some of those that are preferring a more grandiose boardwalk, so to speak. Let's put that like that. You're going to go exactly like you did. Oh, no. Oh, you can't... No. Oh, you can. Okay. I was about to lose my shit that they were going to let us fine-tune it. Okay. I got your doors. Those guys can honestly stick over. It's 1 block too far out, though. But really, the reality is they could stick over, and that would be fine. It would look good, too. So, let's just bring this back a little bit. Yeah? Just 2 blocks? Yeah, sure, why not? It was built by hand. Ah, bummer. Alright. Well, I'll take it apart by hand. Bro's got a big head. Okay, I'll take care of that. And then I can do a little more chunka. How did it do that? It literally picked the blocks behind the block I was on. That's crazy. Crazy talk, I tell you. Alright, so now we're into plates. Moving all those boxes is gonna murder me. And then I gotta pick out exactly, excuse me, exactly which things are decorations versus furniture. Like, these are definitely furniture, but these are decorations. And then so I can put them all here so I have more space for all this. 'Cause, man, I've already got stuff all up here. Because I don't have room for it all. There's too much. And that's not a complaint. I want all the things, but there's still just too much. So this time we're going all out. We're just going to be too high over here, too high over there, and all the way around. Let's get this. These guys are going to have to go up. Let's see. Let's do that for now. It's the wrong block material, but I want to see. Yeah. Sort of. I still need to be able to have display items up there. So I think those need to go up a lot higher. Okay. Okay, so what if we did like halfway? And maybe I split that difference right there. Is this the completed or individual? Damn it, it's the individual. Okay. I like this fresco because you could leave it partial if you wanted to and have an interesting look to it, you know? Oh, it's annoying. Okay. Center we go. Ah, this is the double-sided, okay. So twitchy. Alright, so that takes care of those. Oh, we got one more side to do. These should be complete ones. Yep. Nice. Alright, so that gives us the space all the way around this to do 2 boxes vertically, and I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with the... I think the red will look the best. I just don't know how I want to do it yet. Because I still need enough space. At least 3 blocks back? I don't think 4 will be necessary, but I think 3. 3 blocks will be fine to give me enough space to, let's go get the block and find out. Let's get both in case I want to do a corner piece. Yeah, because it has a corner piece. I think I wanted to keep that corner indent. Oh yeah, this has a secret entrance also. Has 2 actually. Alright, so if we did... Nope. Yeah, well, I mean, but I built it, though. So I remember because I built them. I think that's where the secret lies, is that I remember them because I built them. Okay, so this cannot go down in, so it needs to be 1 higher. What if I did, we change it to this? I think that could work. So they get splayed up on this, the top of this. I have to go 1 higher because I cannot go into the... Especially not this close, because it's literally 1 block from it. Why am I going through the floor over here? What's up? That's weird. Okay. Let's do it the better way. Okay. Right. You won't let me get down far enough. You suck. Alright, I feel like the end needs to be... this block. I don't know about that side yet. So then we do this. Okay, so we already know we need to be thicker because we need to be 1 and a 3. Nope. Okay. So then this corner... Actually, let's do that. That railing just blocked me. Okay. Corner needs corner. There we go. No, missing something. What's up with this? Ah, it's the right versus left. Being stupid. Alright, now it works. Alright, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 16 in just that one section. How many overall do we have over here? 12, 14, 16. So that one wall alone will take the entirety of all of the decorations we have over there. There are a handful of decorations around the rest of it, but it'll take all of it in just one side. Perfect. I think that's going to work very well. That will give us a little roundabout that will do us well. And then we finish all the way around here. I'll take away my little relief. That's okay. Aha! We have some... Nope. We don't have a problem. Stairs are over there. No, we're just fine. Perfect. I forgot the little blue dots. So if I did the blue dots, they would need to be... Oh, that'd be a little weird. It would be this one there. Maybe that's not that weird. Kind of interesting, almost like it's gems. Like it's holding little blue gems. Alright, let's pop some of these babies out. Not gonna go too crazy because I gotta dupe those to get them back. Alright, now we do these and we put snapping on. We're gonna turn them around. And then that'll be way over there. Yeah, I think it's going to look real nice. Going to give us a whole bunch more room for a while. Means I shouldn't have to... I should be able to skip an update. Although, to be fair, I didn't actually renovate this for 5. The only thing I did for update 5 is I added these over here. And a few here and there. A couple like that one up there. Those guys up there. I didn't actually renovate the square for update 5. So, from 4 to 6, and then it'll probably be 6 all the way to 8 before I have to touch this again. May have to move stuff around, maybe. Add a few boxes here and there to keep things in the same place, same area. But I shouldn't have to improve it for a while. I mean, that's not too bad. Renovating every other update. It's not too bad. I need 2 more. And then whatever is displayed gets displayed right here on this nice little shelf. I probably could have gone not as deep, but I'm going 3 deep all because, well, honestly, this thing's probably 3 deep. That big Vuka stone. If I want to angle this, it needs to be 3 blocks. The Vuka stone is 3 blocks, unless I stick it over. It's fine. It's fine. We'll have plenty of space. I think it'll be just fine. It'll look good. It's not impeding the stair traffic, right? So you still have a nice straight shot. Has a good look to it. Nice vibes. These look like little blue plus signs now. It's too funny. I like it. It's coming along very, very nicely. Alright, I think that's going to do it for me today. We are at 3 hours 35 minutes. Tomorrow I'll be back at this, and we probably can finish the square and be done with the pre-prep for Update 6 in Public Resource World. And I will let you know as soon as I know, as soon as I've decided whether or not I'm going to go ahead and do the multiple host for Public Resource World publicly for everybody. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate everybody, and you have a good one. See you next time.